It's the time again. This is the time. Hey, our Muslim brothers, you got up to 5 days. Good afternoon to you. This is State of the Nation. Is on True FM 96.1. The team is back after yesterday's extraordinary presentation with a panoramic insight of the month of April, April 6, April 12, April 14. A panoramic insight of the days. Our phones are inundated with congratulatory messages to us, appreciation to us. One is Alan Yancey. Good afternoon to you, sir. I owe you a call, right? Liberia is on the rising, and thanks to each and every one of you yesterday, and then to my production team, Johnson Batoma, Daniel Soni, Cooper Sanga, O'Neill Roberts, Madeline Findasa, and the chief financier, the man who provided all the funding for the research and production, Emmett Forest Bureau in Kakata, and your humble servant, the chief executive producer.
Why you can't say sis Magdalene?
I said it.
You said it.
Sis Madeline Findasa. Sis Madeline Findasa. You really get it? You really get it difficult?
Eh,
Sis? Sis? Hey! What's up?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, Josie, what happened? Why you kneeling down?
No, Josie taking your work too serious. Josie Batoma.
Josie,
Former co-host and the co-host.
your rewards are in heaven.
Yeah,
For your professional,
for your professional.
the professional way you conduct yourself. I just told you that in the news, right? Your rewards are in heaven.
No, my brother gonna say enjoying it too, right? Yes. Guess what? Josie, Edwin Dodo got twins.
Yes. I thought that Edwin got a twin.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, boy,
Oh, God.
boys.
I don't know. Yeah, God is actually I don't know how to. This is the gift I've been yearning for. It can't come up, people, until I've retired.
Try again.
No, man. Yeah, but you see, when you say try again, it's not try, but you know you have to. It is characterized by an exactitude or something accurate, say, in precision, in faces, you know?
You need to talk to your beginning.
I don't know how Bob Dolo. Can you dial his number? Let me talk to him.
Yeah, let me
Bob
do
Dolo,
it.
two persons we need to talk to today. Bob Dolo, and the next person, David Coty is missing in action. Why is David Coty quiet? Were you expecting job from Joseph Boakai government? No, you were not. You were not. Why are you quiet? Don't waste our time here, man. Don't waste our time here. You supposed to even work in the government here? What's wrong with you? Yeah. Liberia, that's small thing, oh.
Yeah.
How are to you?
Yeah, how you
Yeah.
doing, what's up?
Eh?
Yeah, so
Congratulations for your twin boys. Mama Dolo, I don't know, Dolo, how did you get what you've been yearning for that I can't get? I need triplets. Eh? So where are they? Are they your first set of children? Oh, two boys. Oh, I thought they were the opposite. I wanted you to say Chris and Madeline. Yeah. Anyway. Congratulations, please. Yeah, man. Congratulations to you. Go tell your mother we're so proud
Yeah.
and thanks to God for saving her life. And State of the Nation, you will hear from State of the Nation very. Thank you.
Congratulations, Edwin. Guess what? What I wanted to do? I didn't even know your spouse was pregnant. I was going through my phone and I saw the video when we all attended Johnson's wedding where you were dancing. So I held a video for long. I said I will post this video and tease Dolo and ask him how he doing. So fortunately you have your two boys, and I want to congratulate you and just watch out for that video. It's a celebration video anyway.
Thank you.
All
Edwin Bob
right.
Dolo, Edwin
Okay.
Spotted Dolo. Congratulations for your this is
Okay.
mere blessing,
Yeah,
man.
what you doing last night?
I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. You know something I told God when I was seeing Banga going to school. I said, God made me to go to school, get a college degree, build a house, and start bearing children. Among those children should be twins or triplets. Those are the only wishes that God hasn't given me. But I got university degrees. I live in my own house. I got children. But that other one, I don't know really. If I continue to pray for it, I think my knee will take a knock because you pray again. Yeah, man. How was your night?
No, it was peaceful. My night was peaceful.
It's always peaceful.
It was wonderful. I had a wonderful night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should always be wonderful. Should always be wonderful.
Why? It should always be.
Because you work towards it. You are covered by the blood of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Yes, you are prayerful.
Amen.
Yeah, you serve as cushion for people who, as a matter of fact, I got something here.
Lord.
I got something here.
Uh,
What did Paul put it?
what? What's that?
Okay, John C. Man, you sure are giving? Okay, I got something here.
That's what.
I got this researcher, this philosopher is measuring the IQ of men and women.
Okay.
And I just realized that women have a high IQ than men when it comes to so many things. I'll play it. I got it. Yeah. So
Wow.
when I play it,
Mm-hmm.
when I listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
I started to talk to myself. Oh, I see why this girl usually outsmarts me on the show. Yeah.
Not only on
So
the
on the show, man, the show you put in. What are you? Man, the show nothing. Yeah. So yeah.
That's funny, you know.
Mm-hmm. So
Mm-hmm.
here we are. And let me play it before you call David Coty. I want you to call David Coty. Something we have to be our brother's keeper.
Yeah, we have to be. The last
Yeah,
time,
we
you
have to
know, I think he had problem with his phone. He lost our numbers and he was trying to get back to us, but no, but he said he knows your number off it.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
knows
he said he knows your number off head. It was me. He was trying, but he tried calling you doing when one call center.
Okay, so listen to this one.
Okay.
Just listen.
Psychology. A woman's favorite song will tell you more about her feelings than her lips. Women blink 19 times per minute compared to 11 times men. When a girl asks you a question, it's better to just give her the truth. Chances are she's asking you because she already knows the answer. They are good at this. According to psychologists, 70% of females use silence to express pain. Girls cry when they're hurt. They feel light and better after shedding tears. Women take a longer time to make a decision than men do. When a woman asks you if she is fat, you just tell her no. She asks you only to hear the word no. Women judge so quickly that their judgment rarely goes wrong. Most of the women don't want to admit that they are pretty. Only 2% of women describe themselves as beautiful. Women's heartbeats are faster than men's heartbeats. Women have a higher emotional intelligence than men on average.
You hear that? Women has higher emotional intelligence than men have. Most women will express their feeling in silence. Eh? Please call the Ekoti. Call the Ekoti. I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
Women take longer time to make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I make decision on you, I'm done.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
whether good or bad. Yeah, whether good or bad.
Well, so I'm very, very careful how to. So that's why I always like, okay, I accept and you know.
What are some of those decisions you talk about that when you take?
The last time I made a decision in 2019, 2020. No, I made it and I.
What decision was that?
No, I can.
What, 2020?
2019, 2020, and when
By that time we were producing the show? No, man.
No,
Oh.
before coming on the show.
Oh.
Yes. So whenever I I come to the conclusion of making a decision, well, if it is good, it's good. If it is
So this is real about women. If we should take your interpretation correct.
no, I would say it's maybe 85% because not all women cry.
Okay, let me see.
There's some who came better.
A woman's favorite song will tell you more about her feelings than her lips. Women blink 19 times per minute compared to 11 times men. When a girl asks you a question, it's better to just give her the truth. Chances are she's asking you because she already knows the answer. They are good at this. According to psychologists, 70% of females use silence to express pain. Girls cry when they're hurt. They feel light and better after shedding tears. Women take a longer time to make a decision than men do. When a woman asks you if she is fat, you tell her no. She asks you only to hear the word no. Women judge so quickly that their judgment rarely goes wrong. Most of the women don't want to admit that they are pretty. Only 2% of women describe themselves as beautiful. Women's heartbeats are faster than men's heartbeats. Women have a higher emotional intelligence than men on average.
Okay. Well, it could be another debate another time.
Yeah,
This is State of the Nation. You
Yeah.
got difficulty now?
I'm trying to.
seriously concerned about his.
Let me call David.
Yeah. Please call him.
Let me call David.
Yes.
Last time,
This is important.
I was in the traffic the last time and I heard two guys saying when he flashpoint vehicle passed, and then they were laughing at the jokes we have here on the radio with him.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, bestie.
I'm sorry. Oh, you on it?
Yeah, bestie.
I'm sorry.
Look, young man, when you and your people have some disagreement, I beg you. Yeah, please. I beg.
The beautiful girl said, play a little here.
Beautiful girls.
Beautiful. We've been very concerned about your conspicuous silence on the show for the past 1.5 weeks now. We haven't heard from you. We were thinking that you were at the moment of protesting, or you were in an attitude of protest, that your uncle Joseph Barker hasn't named you or preferred you yet. Yeah, so we are concerned. Where are you?
Well, I'm here. Thank you for your concern. I intend actually not to protest, but to go to the Supreme Court.
To do what?
To go and sue my uncle. I can't be sitting here as a member of the first family. Up to now, I can't hear my name.
Member of first family.
I gotta go to the Supreme Court. If possible, ECOWAS court.
What?
Really? But what has been happening, Chief?
Nothing. Something's follow. Most of the time I follow. Yes, I follow most of the time.
Oh, okay. I just been concerned. Even the lady that you guys were together at GW Gibson called me and said she can't hear you. She's concerned. And
Well, she can't find my place and come.
But man, leave the show, man. I see.
She's gonna just come to Virginia and go to the David Cody community.
Did you listen to the production yesterday?
Listen to part of it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. didn't follow all of it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're just checking on you as former ambassador for this platform.
Yeah. Former ambassador, you don't know that my position it's a 10-year position.
10 position. When you were saying open the campaigning, eh? Oh, so you guys taking our administration for granted, right?
It's a 10-year position.
Yeah.
It's a 10-year position.
I'm
still there.
Oh.
Yes, it's a 10-year
You
position.
say you are seeing with regalia on.
But Mr. Cody, you guys are very shameless, man. Man, you open a campaign, not only by worry, but your body movement and what you want. Then you come and brag about 10. Come on, man.
Position.
All right, 10 position. We're coming for you. We're respecting the court. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Oh, Emma Hammer. Emma Hammer.
Emma Hammer is ambassador at large. The same position as Chancellor.
Yeah, okay. But so I heard Chris saying
extraordinary. Ambassador, plenty potential.
No, why you say your position? Let Emma Hammer.
No, don't do that. This man, this. So who are those around today? What menu did you have today for lunch?
She's shy to talk.
Well, why you always have shy women around you?
Because they're beautiful. Shy women are always beautiful. We play Lulu. I have a laughing club here. We play Lulu here. I'm the champion. I beat them. I have a checker boy here, but I used to allow men to come here and play checker before. But what used to happen was that when these guys have come, they come with sleeveless t-shirts, their hair showing all the chest. Yeah, man, people pay attention to them.
We are people. We are people now. I said, Madam, hello.
Hello, man. She's still pretty.
Her voice sounds tender. She should be around 15, 16.
Or 14.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're just checking on you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, David Coty there. So this is what Alexander the Great had to tell his doctors. Those of you who think wealth is all to life, Alexander the Great, man, listen. Embrace the true essence of humanity. Alexander the Great, the richest man I ever lived, but was buried with nothing. And he saw his death and said, this is what I have to see. 3 things, 3 wishes. Man, they all vanity. Huh? Oh, they're all vanity. So, yes, before we go to our first segment of discussion, as a matter of fact, today we will be talking with an educator, an expert in curriculum development, a school administrator, university at that rate. Dr. Benjamin Way is already in studio, and that will take us up to 4 o'clock. At 4, we will have the anti-drug awareness, and this management is seeking sponsorship. You'll start doing the same thing like the other people were doing. This management is seeking sponsorship for this segment to survive. Other than that, well, we've played our part for 1 whole year. And I think the platform has been helpful to our fight against drug. We need to sustain it. So let's hear from Orange, prepare ourselves, and then get in studio with Dr. Way, a referral educator. I'm receiving unconfirmed report. Unconfirmed. This station, this platform cannot independently confirm that the Chief Executive Joseph Yuma Barker has withdrawn the nomination of Bobby Livingstone as Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs, Tourism. We are working to get the tourism out of it. The Executive Marshal website seems to be slowly reading while we process this audio. Here we go.
Raptor, fast-free internet, and follow database. I have no excuse to not get one Raptor in my house. Yeah, let me run now.
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
I would like to fund my...
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
And yes, we are getting confirmation that President Joseph Heman Boakai has written the Liberian Senate withdrawing with immediate effect these nominations: Adana Pay, the Ministry of Justice, of Bobby Livingstone, MICAT, that's Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, Joseph Cooper, LRRC. This claims State of the Nation's attention, especially Bobby Livingstone. This is the second time in 7 to 8 years. Bobby Livingstone was nominated as Deputy for Public Affairs, Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, and was withdrawn by Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I don't know the reason. Don't ask me. This one, well, I equally don't know the reason, but his name is withdrawn with effective immediate say from the executive, chief executive Joseph Heman Boakai. Maybe when we have time tomorrow or maybe next week, we will talk about some of these things. This is so strange. This is so strange. All those who are engaged in this thing are to embarrass the chief executive. You are not far away from being named and shamed. You're not far away from being named and shamed. Too many distractions. Too many distractions. And now I'm getting to know that some of these rescuers were only coming for job. They can rescue Liberia outside of government or the situation outside of government. And as if that is not enough, people are appointed unknowingly to the chief executive. Unknowingly. I know about the Roger Doman situation. What I don't know about what's happening here, what the names were withdrawn, but we're not too far away from knowing the reasons. As a matter of fact, we equally have contacts within those areas of concern. So, to my uncle Bobby Livingstone, man, you are an average lawyer. Go live on your profession. Don't let anything bother you. You are a professional, man. You are an achiever. And I raise up for you and stand tall for you to say, don't let it break you down. And I trust you that you can break down. Already, you are an achiever. Thank you so much. So let's go to Studio 2 to talk to this young man who's making a name for himself, his country, and his family. I'm talking about Benjamin Wai. Benjamin, what's your middle name? Say?
Yilu.
Yilu. What it means?
There is a time.
Yilu. That's Mano, right?
Gil.
Gil.
Yeah.
Okay. Yilu. Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, since the election, since the new government are just interacting with you.
And Chris,
why have you been avoiding me?
Not really, Chris.
No, many thought that the election finished, our choice or our preferred candidate won, and we would have left the radio eventually. And then here we are.
It depends on what you really wanted. Yeah. you wanted change. And let me give you an example of the changes that I've seen over a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, traffic is being controlled.
Man, thank you, living witness.
Traffic.
So did we bring? Yeah, you're on. Wait, hold on.
Traffic is being controlled.
Mm-hmm.
I landed on the Dream Springs airfield from Plebo, and then my driver wanted to get on the road,
Mm-hmm.
So I said, but are you not observing that nobody bypassing?
We wanted to take the
opposite lane to put out the blinker on and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, please, let's follow and see. From that junction
mm-hmm.
to ELW junction, nobody passed by. Nobody pass on the opposite lane. And I want to use this medium to say, let it continue.
So let me tell you now.
Yeah.
I'm an early morning bird. I live from Brewerville. Latest 1 minute after 6. You can get me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Latest 1 minute after 6, right? And yeah, latest 1 minute after 6. Because of the unwarranted traffic in the Douala Inn, especially before St. Mary's and Beer Factory area. And you know, since Gregory Comer took over, I tell anyone for now, you can stay home up to 7, 6:30, 7 o'clock. The traffic is well regulated, and you're not going to remain in that traffic for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a go slow. It's not even a traffic.
Yes, but it's not even a traffic. It's a go slow. More than 5 minutes. I challenge anybody. So the point here is, where did this strategy come from? Came from Liberians. So, but how we feel, man?
So another thing to look at is not to be so quick to judge, but to see whether it is sustained.
So you can notice that it's going to be sustained.
And that's what we all want.
Yes, it's going to be sustained.
If so, then, well, we always celebrate.
You know, before I could come here, I was talking about women bring capacity and the way they like to sustain things. And that's where she's coming from.
Yeah.
You know, but I can guarantee you, if it can start, they say when your Christmas will be good, you know from the eve.
You know from the eve. Man, I can move at 15 miles per hour now through Douala. Yeah. And that is the normal city traffic limit. 15 miles per hour.
Okay.
Done by the Liberia National Police. And the people affecting it are not recruits. They're not in training. They were in the system. I didn't know we have professionals. And once upon a time, if you can remember, I said there will be a time the professionals will come out.
Yes.
They will come out. They are best sitting on the fence. I have not been given a chance to play their role. Yeah. You remember now, we're good at giving people, paying people for doing the wrong thing. Because we want to be re-elected, we made the people to disorganize the traffic, and we will not touch them. Because we want to vote for them. But I don't think this government actually cares whether they win next election or not. The rest.
That's funny, you know.
Ben, welcome.
You know, before you come in, so like what you're saying right now, and whether this government they don't care whether they will be re-elected. Whatever happens right now, it's going to give. If it is good, fine. It gives way to, let's say, the vice president or whoever going to, you know.
It's not about the vice president. It's about,
I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying it gives way to a candidate, Unity Party candidate, whoever going to, you know, occupy that space.
You really think that what Joseph Bagating you?
Well, I'm just saying.
Let me give you my mind on this.
Okay, let me learn before you give your mind, and we'll just go to you. So whatever United Party does right now, if it is, we want it to be in the interest of the people, and that's why they promised us, right? So we are still looking up to you all for the implementation of all of these.
In the private sector, you're talking about me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just, you know, trying to.
But you say you all that you including us.
Yeah, you put me in.
All right, I think you for that. I think you for that. So we are looking up to United Party to implement most not all, but I mean what they promised, right? Maybe all may not even be achieved within in 6 years, and maybe they will want to go, but they will only get smooth, right? If they are intentional about what, you know, they promised us during the elections. So if they don't do it, it gives whoever is going to run on their ticket in 2029, it will be so difficult for them.
Don't worry about that.
Politics. I am not.
All right.
Yeah. Don't take Panadol.
You see, they may want you to show you.
Don't take Panadol. Don't take Panadol for our headache. Yeah. We don't want carrying our headache, and now you. So
you see you.
All right. Dad, welcome to the State of the Nation again.
Thank you.
So I heard you say you flew from Harper and landed at Roberts. What was the trip about?
It was not actually Roberts, James Springs.
Oh, Springs. Okay.
Yeah, we went there to graduate 38 teachers in C certificate from the Lacoste College of Education. We've been there since 2016, and over
How many students?
38.
38.
38, yeah.
From Harper?
No, Plebo. So you learn in Harper, you go to Plebo.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and I really want to say thanks to the former government. You know, the road is smooth. At 20 minutes you from Plebo to Harper, and there was
No, I gotta correct you. Which former government friend are you talking about? Oh, I thought immediate. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. It is Ellen. Yes, it is Ellen who did the road. Yes, let's go. Go ahead.
in fact things are booming. I don't know what. Maybe it's the electric. Maybe because we're getting current from Ivory Coast. So right near them there, they have stable electricity.
Oh, we're getting current from Ivory Coast?
I thought you exporting current again.
I thought we exporting. Which one we doing now? Importing and exporting?
I think we importing.
Hey, please, that's not education.
Yeah,
I beg you.
yeah. So yeah, we graduated 38 teachers. The Tottenham University was very instrumental over time. More than 60% of our staff in Lacoste Plebo are lecturers at Plebo. In fact, the keynote speaker, Dr. Jerry C. Boyu, a Filipino, was the keynote speaker. You know, and we've since 2016 we've established this transition unit with Lacoste and Tottenham University. So there are a lot of things going over there in Plebo, and I was happy to go there again. Imagine it was not just about the 38 students, because someone will say, why would you travel all the way to Maryland to graduate 38 students for little or nothing? But you see, at that level in Plebo, in Maryland was a country before, you know that? Before it joined Liberia.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And
they became member in 1853.
Yes. Those people still have that kind of independence. They don't know what happened here in Monrovia. No wonder why they look color from the whole southeast. You leave Maryland, and you come into Grand Coup and something that you know you in Liberia. You know, Grand Coup, Sino, and something.
So
like
how Liberia looks?
Yeah, I want let other talk about how Liberia looks. You know, but these are people who have their own mind. They want to achieve. They want to see things happening. You know, and no wonder why they have produced some of the presidents of this country. Great president. One man ruled for 27 years. That was a mind, and it needs to be studied. You know, for those of you who study political science. I listened to you one time. You said you read political science.
Yes, I did my minor in political science.
Totman is one person to be studied. Totman did a lot of great things for this country. There are a lot of people just pushing on the table and all of that. The boundaries of the country would not have been defined if it was not Totman. You know, but let's maybe when you ask me other questions, then we'll proceed. But that was our mission in Plebo, and it was rewarding.
Okay, so how is the society gonna be impacted by the achievement by these 38 persons? Are they in classrooms already?
In fact, since 2016, we have graduated over 613 students in Maryland alone. Over the last 8 years, and all of them. If you hear the testaments from the DEOs, the CEOs, you know, the rebel, I know WRTTI that they have.
Rebel, yes, Rebel.
It's you know, I pray that President Boakai thinks outside of the box. You know, those institutions I just meant to carry government subsidy free. You take a bunch of students, or you want to train them as teachers and carry them to a place and put them on dormitories. You take them from their families and you carry them to Rebel, KRTD, ZRTD. You feed them, you pay their school fees, government, international donors give you money. At the end of the day, you don't succeed. They start protesting. They start protesting about whether they not eat when their food not come on time and something. This country need to be serious. You someone training you, then you say they, because they didn't give you your food on time, your dinner, so you start protesting. Public-private partnership is the way forward for this country. We can pamper people. You want to be a teacher, be a serious teacher. Go to school, like what we have right now. I have in La Costa's library, I have around 2,113 students. No government support, none. The last time I met Joseph Barker, I put it before him. That was during the campaign, and for me, the only word he gave me that day was, the private sector needs to survive. The private sector needs to survive because government cannot do it all. But the private sector need to be inspected. They need to provide what the government wants. And that is all we've been asking for. Nothing more. If KRTD can do it and a Liberian or a group of Liberians are doing it, come and check whether we are right or we are wrong and tell us, hey, don't operate. So, but over time, certain authorities, certain administrations, certain powerful people, things, it belongs to them. And that is where I've come to the realization in this country that until we can say some of the things, we can say that once you're doing the right thing, Grace, nothing should stop you. Nothing should stop you. Do what you know is best. God first, and you and your family. See what you guys are doing. See what liability is doing. See what is there government? Is there a government? It's not government. Until we can do these things, then Liberia will be transformed. But over time, all we have been used to in this country is only government can give you a job. You can only become powerful when you work in government, when you someone a minister or something. Now you someone at 2,000, 3,000 they making in that kind of place. So then they causing your mind worry. So Chris, don't fight to go in government. Yeah, fight to develop what you have, your farms, your various initiatives, because that's the only way you will say the truth. Maybe when Joseph Barker strengthen the country, then people like you will have the voice to say what is right. But when we say it, some people can just think that, how far people will go. They're talking. By the time they call them,
wait, that thing you talking, that thing what you talking. If I'm called, I will serve.
I know.
But if I'm not called, I don't see it as a birthright.
Sure.
Like what an individual I know, he's broken already. Broken already. He thought he would have chosen which way to go under this administration. In this administration, he's still not been called upon. So he does. So he does nothing, and it's politically going. I mean, he's broken. I don't know how to describe his the way he behaves now. Right? He detached himself from all the friends and stuff like that. And no, that's not me. But trust me, if I'm called upon, I will serve. I served before in 2 capacities, but I came from the private sector, right?
I know what you did.
Yes,
you did a lot. You did a lot.
So so Doug, we'll come back to education, but the issue of the creating a robust private sector, should really be prioritized. Yes, because everybody can work in the government now. It's not possible. Yeah, it's not really possible. And with the population of Maryland, and then yes, I know it's you are just starting. The last time you had graduation, you graduated hundreds of teachers. So
Yeah, 500. What the U.S. Embassy attended. Yeah.
yes, the recent graduation, that was, I want to congratulate you for that, great achievement. So with the population of Maryland over 150,000, and you have 38, let me say just 38. Are they really actually showing interest in this opportunity? Do they see it as opportunity?
They do. And even if they don't do, our mission as La Cosa is not for people to believe in what we do. We believe in what we want to do.
Mhm.
And for example, Anthony Williams, who was elected,
Mhm.
the young man,
Yeah.
damn, the people of People Solican District made a very sound decision. You see, because there's a young man who right now he's on the board of La Cosas. He drove at our office
Okay.
and said, Mr. Way, how can we work together? How can we see that this thing remains in Pliego? You understand? He wants to see the best for his district. And during the graduation, when I mentioned Anthony Williams, the whole hall went upside down. You're watching for that label. But you see, it's
You mean
just
the representative
the
now?
representative Anthony Williams.
Okay.
Yeah. He
So that he initiated that the Southeast stuff.
no, I said we've been there since 2016.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Oh,
that
since
since
2016.
2016 we've been in Pliego.
When
Eight
I see,
years.
is this the highest number of
I
graduates?
told you we have graduated
Oh,
613 students from Maryland since
okay.
2016, 8 years combined.
Okay.
This was the lowest number.
Okay.
In fact, there were 78 students who should have graduated, but because of some financial reasons, we only graduated 38.
Okay.
And like our Anthony is someone who, like the position we can have. He told me, he said, "Look, don't really know how I'm managing with it because if we look, because yeah, when we say they give him 400 gallons of gas, when we advocating for 400 gas for those are all in Maryland, for those are all in Maryland, they say we want to advocate for ourselves. But the overhead administrative cost for operating places like Maryland is not normal like Edwin School and the people in Iran or something. Sorry, I just thought for people that are around. So you get different people. Let me use this to see the lawmakers from Southeast who, no matter who they are, if you allocate the budgetary allocation, budget compensation is not be. There are tremendous difficulties and overhead for operating a power. And if they must represent the people adequately, they must prove it.
Mm.
They must prove it.
Mhm.
So I want to commend him. The conversation that we have had over time, especially the last time, he has a very good heart for his people. And I think working with him and people like Naked from Nima and the other places, I think we're getting somewhere as an institution to have lawmakers who believe in the vision and believe in the vision of their people.
Okay, so since we discussed in education, the Minister of Education has just concluded a Southeastern tour. I don't know what is in the report. I was just talking to a stakeholder this morning. Several feasibility studies have taken place, several tours have taken place, several visitations have taken place, documentations are made for every trip. Do you see it as a new start that when a minister takes over, he or she goes around say, let me go and see for myself instead of referring to said document and then start from where? But which one is good? To go there yourself or refer to documents after several visits?
I will answer it this way, and I will be very blunt about this. The minister is from America, and appointed from America. She comes to Liberia. She doesn't call a stakeholder meeting. I don't know. Maybe I'm president of the principal association, so I know what stakeholders means. You know, She doesn't call a stakeholder meeting. Maybe she met Mary Yuma or so, but I'm not just talking about calling people and meeting in your office. I'm talking about first coming, sit in your office, call the stakeholders, hear from them before you can even go out. You know, I understand she didn't even go to school yet. So this was not the Minister of Education is not someone that come to go and experiment. It's someone that come to implement. So you don't come. Ansu Soni did the same thing. I don't know what every minister kind of want to go to do. What thing about liberal education system that people never heard of, that you can read, that you can see? The schools are dilapidated. The buildings are leaking and all of that. The last minister did it. The reports are there. So you come, you read the report.
Yeah, because I'm asking a question because I was embedded into George Wenner's delegation to the Southeast, where notes were taken, documentations were made about schools' conditions in the Southeast, and I'm just concerned. I'm just yes.
I just want you to know that it's not a lead question that you're asking me. It's something that I know already. I was on the last delegation, and so Sonia at least he put me there to go to Southeast. The reports are there. So if you're spending 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 to go and something, then they give you your chicken, they give you your goat. You know, when you go to the place that they give you your gifts, you know, then you're making speeches. Oh, this school will change, will do this, will do that. Joey left it. Then Joey left it like that. And you come. To take over, you go back to the people again. The school stay the same. So are they not reading the reports? The USAID report, the UNICEF report, the stuff. Go to see what. This is my recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
The minister needs to engage the local stakeholder more, not to bring foreign consultants. Foreign consultants will come, they will tell you about all the experts that are there. Three things can inform policy decisions.
Mm-hmm.
The politicians, which she is, the technocrats who are already there, they know what they already done before, they know what can work, and then the scholars, the theoretical people.
And you have them here.
You got all of them here. What this country is blessed. This is the only country where you by the time you're saying what is right, they push you aside. They say, look, you don't belong here because you say the truth. You belong here because if you come here, you will spoil. So the thing there is, if you have the three people on the table, the politicians that come with the political will, the technocrats that already been there, like the CEO, the DO, who know the stuff, and they will tell you, say, they think you're talking here, it will not work in a county. The particular county will not work here, but you can work in Nima, you can work in Bomb, but you can work in Maryland. Then the scholars, you compare your data to what people have already studied in Rwanda, in Zimbabwe, in Ghana, and something. And you say, okay, this is confirmed. If we don't do that, every government kind of thing they want to block. They consider that they're blocking place. Someone here can just start passing around. So we must call the stakeholders. Let her sit down, call the stakeholders, sit on the table, do what? Give them your plan, maybe if you have one, then they critique your plan. Not praise single thing. We've been singing praises to plenty of minister of education, and things have not changed. Some of the things that need to change is the UL free tuition policy. Organize a school grant.
You want that undone?
Undone completely.
Instead of that, you bring school loan, right?
School loan. Go. You enter university. You won't go to school. Apply to a commercial bank or through the central bank. Go for a school loan. And for the loan, they pay you. And it should not be limited to public university. Private university. Someone who want to go to Stella Maris, AU, and somebody apply for school loan, they go for it. They get a loan. They come to school, whether it's public or private. Afterwards, all that stuff we've been talking about, community service and student volunteering program, they will serve. But at least then the government is thinking about all her citizens. More than, let me give you a just limited statistic. Just only 25% of the schools in the country, especially from K to 12, are controlled by government. The rest are private. But government can only boast of public schools when they bring in textbook, public school. They bring in stuff, public schools. What about the 75% of your citizens? So you're not really achieving. I was in a wire board meeting when there was a presentation, two-time presentation. Why the other countries are giving the statistics of the rest of their citizens, like bro is only thinking about her public school 25%. And they're presenting it as success. When will you start? And the poor administrative think that private schools are different because they're making profit. Should you really think that the people who educating your citizens should make profit? If they are doing so, how are you controlling it? How are you putting in mechanism to control the science teacher? You may not want to do it for everybody, but start from somewhere. Okay. All those who's teaching science and mathematics in every private school, can we add $20 to the salary in every private school? And you just calculate them because you're doing it by documentation, so that you know that they are teaching the sciences, and you want your students to go to the sciences. Agriculture, which is Joseph Barker area, which he's going into now. So you must align your vision, the country's vision, our mining, our gold, our diamond, and people just dying all under the excavator or all the stuff. How are we even educating our people? So there's a whole lot that is connected to.
So Ben, if you were the one, let me interrupt you. I'm sorry about that. If you were the one appointed as Minister of Education, what would be your 90-day plan of action?
First thing will be teachers' remuneration. Teachers' remuneration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Improve or
improve.
Okay.
And it's going to be, I'm going to set a standard for every teacher by level. If you say you see certificate holder, whether you're in public or private school, this is how much you should make. And make sure that if you say you call yourself a school, that's how much C certificate can make. That's how much AA can make. That's how much BSc can make. If you can make it, close the school down. We have too many laws on the book. They just not implemented, so anybody can just work on anywhere and just do anything. And don't get me wrong, we all been there. We operated schools like that, but should we continue? Is it something that we want to perpetuate? That anybody can just work on anytime and just pay a teacher $4,000 and fool the children that will one day sit in a very studio and speak broken English? So the country needs to be deliberate, like every other country is. What do you want to see in the
So remuneration one.
The teacher remuneration.
Yeah.
You cancel the whole UL free tuition.
Free tuition. That's number two.
Yeah, you cancel it clearly. The issue of the teachers' excellence award, the award, thanks to the former government, they already started best teacher in Liberia stuff. They need to continue on that. And lastly,
I got some problem with that.
Yeah, let me hear you.
Yes, the problem is how, unless you are a government school teacher, you can't be the first winner.
No, Pressure was not a government school teacher.
No, unless you can beat. That's what they see. That's what they've been doing around here.
I was on a convention.
Pressure perform, right?
Pressure perform. In fact, okay. we were critiqued that Pressure was too young and she didn't deserve to be the best teacher.
Well, I'm in the hall, the most recent one. I'm in the hall, and the awards are given, and the slogan in the hall is that this lady should have won the first, but she teaches a private school. Well, I don't know what you know about that.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, all right. I will. That's another topic.
Yeah,
maybe it is this day you will know that we are informed too.
Yeah.
We play all right.
I hope so. So the lastly is the one tablet per school, especially when it comes to data. The new education minister must think on serving every school in this country, whether they have 3,000 schools, 5,000 schools. Each school must have a tablet that already have installed an education data that you want. Stop sending your DEOs all around to go without paper and stuff all around the place. How many guests you get, how many balls you got, how many days you got. Right now, Ghana is thinking about buying every student that enroll in the system a tablet. Every student.
Which is not big for a country.
It's not big, but right now we're only asking for one tablet per school. Which
but
you
handicap, how is the tablet going to be used where there are no internet connectivity?
But man, if you were the principal of a school and you were handing a tablet and it said, go on the tree, the place where you can get your internet, the place where you can stand to call your family, go there and put the data, no more female, no more male, no more teachers, no more of this.
And send it to central office.
And just click OK and send it. Then when the people who's supposed to go and do spontaneous inspection, go there and verify, then we save. Now for anybody to just be passing around going, come something. Then when you go there, you go there, you gotta get there something. I don't know what is really monitoring evaluation must be the key because it is data that inform education. It's data. Our international partners spend a lot of money on the data that they put on the internet in their research, and that's the only place we can go. But let our government be deliberate about data and information for themselves.
Okay, so this listener is watching us from where Germany, Sir George S. Tenberg. He was just here. He's differing with you on the percentage you just read. He said 15% and not 25%. 85% are controlled by private schools.
Okay,
instead of 25%.
I think I raised the bar too much. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. So those are the 3 deliverables you buy in 3 months.
Yeah, in 90 days.
Yeah, 3 months.
Those are simple things.
So if you don't visit the school, how are you going to know that this school is in dilapidated condition or this school needs a help? Like what the new minister just did.
That's why I'm telling you, if the new minister who I just call the old minister and so need to show the pictures, is all in the monitoring evaluation unit. The pictures are there. In fact, I got it on my computer. All the schools we went to, the pictures are there. When the minister was presenting at the parliament, most of what she was reading, she didn't go on the field to go tell the people what she wanted. She was reading what she read. So we expected her to hit the ground running. Now come and something you'll start going on the field, spend $60,000, $70,000 to go and something. So when you finish with all of that, so what? Come by and tell the same people that are sitting in a very ministry that know what has happened, that know what is there, that have been there. They will just be sitting and looking at you. Those of us, that's why we from OSA will say the truth, and we should never stop. Those are over there that the same people that can compete, what they won't see before. I see people, she just come in. They will tell you that same old thing.
Okay, this is State of the Nation is on Truth FM, and it's 10 minutes to go on this platform. Dr. Benjamin Wai, fresh from the Southeast, he had gone to graduate 38 students in teacher training in Plebo, Maryland County, and he's giving an insight and with the prospect for continuing with it. I don't know whether he's on it in I know he got a mobile training school. I don't know whether he's on it in. Let's name them.
In Cape Mount 7.
The county I want to hear yet, you have not heard. I've not heard him, so I'm listening.
No, we are not in Lofa. We're not in Lofa. Lofa is a very strategic place. In Lofa,
then why are you delaying a strategic?
No, the people of Lofa know what they want because they got rebel there. So, in fact, the Ministry of
Education, they don't have rebel; they have Zozo.
The Ministry of Education, we tried to establish in SAAH, and the minister wrote us a direct letter that we needed to close down our initiation in SAAH. So we closed that down. We were there before, but we're not there.
For what? What did they tell you?
Well,
you were usurping the function of ZRTTR?
Yes, according to them. Everywhere Lacoste established, according to the government, it undermines their operations. You know, the teachers going there, they want to come to Lacoste rather than going to the stuff. So that was even the prerequisite for our elevation to bachelor degree.
Okay.
The minister said he will not sign our paper until we close down in several counties, and Lofa was one of them.
Who minister was that?
Sony and Sony.
Okay, so we'll open the lines briefly.
Yeah. Before we open the lines,
you okay? You okay?
Yes, I'm okay. So the issue of monitoring and evaluation is something we've called on the MOE, this platform, and including other well-meaning organizations who are interested in the education sector. The issue of monitoring and evaluation. The last time we had a group here called the ARPA. They were in that group was in Lofa, and they went to other counties. They presented their reports to stakeholders. Yes, they have not served us a copy, so I cannot go in depth. But what we all been discussing is the issue of monitoring and evaluation, and we asking the MOE to step up that game, because you cannot sit here in a cruiser area and don't know what's actually going on around. You don't know what's actually going on around the country. So what will be your advice to that department? I think they have a department there, the monitoring evaluation. What will be your advice to them in terms of monitoring activities, educational activities across the country?
Well, for me, I don't think it should be a department issue. It should be the minister's issue.
But no, I'm just saying, I don't.
Yeah,
do they have it as a department?
There's a department there.
Oh, okay.
But there must be increased allocations for them. Like I was talking about the one tablet, one school.
Okay.
One tablet, one school project needs to be launched. Why are you doing that? You're doing that to ease. Technology has taken over the world. Artificial intelligence and the rest of it. And I was telling someone when people were I was in a conference presenting a paper in Ghana, and someone was saying the artificial intelligence, if we're not careful, they will be presenting our theses and all of that. So I told them, do you know how long the white people have been using artificial intelligence against us? They've been using that against us. They come here, international civil service, they go to artificial intelligence and tell us what we already know. It's just a matter of putting in artificial intelligence what you want, and then it give it back to you, and then they talk to you like they control you. So then, if Africa cannot decide, if we can teach our children artificial intelligence and keep putting them, making it low negative, that it will plagiarism and all of that. Teach them that artificial intelligence, you cannot use it to present a paper, you cannot use it to present, you can use it for this and this and this. Then you are giving your children stuff. So yes, technology, one tablet, one school. You give them that tablet, you put an app, what we call app, where you can download from Google Play also. They go to it. You customize your school, what's the school name, what's the image code, what's the this. You put in your student data. And you give them the time frame, all the wire registration and all of that, you do that. And then you get data. So yes, monitoring evaluation can be done first by by using technology, empowering the various schools, not just sending people around. For me, That's the best way forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so we're about to take
Yeah.
Theater out with the public. A wonderful conversation. Magdalene will manage 077-51-44278. Let's make it as we prepare to take the next segment.
Yeah, bestie.
Let me say many thanks to Dr. Wade for his achievements when it comes to this teacher-trainer institute thing. But I want to encourage all private school owners to please employ teachers only from a teacher training institute. I'm not saying you should sack the people you have now, but gradually you can replace those people who you have now if they have not been to a teacher training institute and send them for training. There's a big difference. When I came out of high school in 1975, I taught for 8 years. And then later on went to the Teacher Training Institute and came out 83. But I saw a big difference. Oh yeah, you may be able to teach your English very well, the mathematics, you can put it back, but all the things that you need to know. That management of the classroom. And yes, you need to know. To even help people who are slow to learn to pick up, you learn that from the Teacher Training Institute. It is not just about good teacher, good English, good mathematics, then you're a hero, you know. No. A lot of things are involved. So Dr. Wade, thank you very much. But I'm encouraging private school owners to please employ teachers from the Teacher Training Institutes. Government, make it. You don't just have that CRTT and KRTTI, and you have La Costa start happening all over. Please, there must be a mandate that people who teach our schools should be trained from the institutes where they do teacher training. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you. Let me take the next caller. Oh, we slip out 077-51-44278. Benjamin Way discussing education. And this caller is already on. Hello? Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Let me take George.
Okay.
That's a WhatsApp call. Okay.
Yeah, so George, hold on. Let's hear you. What's your name? Joe, let's hear you. All right, thank you. So let's go to Hanover, Germany. George Tengbe is there watching and wants to contribute. George, good afternoon to you.
Yes, Chris, good afternoon, and good afternoon to your studio guests, co-host. I'm impressed with what I mean. I always say improving our educational sector is system. Of course, it has been broken off my president in the United States that is a mess. For now, the budget was something most of the time doing quick impact projects. Now we need to consider institutionalizing our sectors. Now, if we institutionalize the Ministry of Education, the prestige will consider is an investment in the infrastructure. One of the high schools, private schools or public schools that they need to subsidize those areas and help them. They also need to consider curriculum development. Now, I talk about introduce artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. You cannot introduce it now. Do something called feasibility studies. Now, when those studies take about 2-3 years to be done, then we select individuals to go and learn and institutionalized so that when the government ends, the government comes, the process continues. But it will not be like the case of the previous government where, I mean, we saw it between the transition after 12 years and in George, a system will be built. System will end after the. So that's the thing, it has to end. That is not institutionalizing our system. It is not going to help us. So we need to do these things. And honestly speaking, extending access to education is expensive. That is why the government needs to resources they are, providing for the educational sector. The community also needs to be involved. Are they involved? Are they having stakeholder engagement? Are they having some for educational governance and reform? I don't think so. They are not doing those things. So there are a lot of things the people are facing that has to be considered. But I don't think this is the right time for us to have these conversations. So again, I also thank you for the show, Chief.
Thank you, George. Thank
Yeah,
you there
George.
from Germany. Let me take this call, then we can go to Dr. Way. Caller, hello.
Yeah, I work with
I'm good. So where are you calling from? Madina Bapolu? Oh, how those gigantic, how you call it, cotton trees? Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, so the way with this one of the graduation ceremony in Bobolo City, Bobolo County. Okay, you express something which I want to make people on that is the type of your school. We want to be on your school system called be right? When there was a parity school system in Liberia. So if you have a school that we are assigned to, we were given an annual food, right? The issue of students' attendance and teacher attendance and so you can collect information in English. Call from Sloan. And you see it, and I mean, even if you want to go straight to the database, I mean, that's the very system. Okay. So, do that in Liberia to collect data, you want to go, I mean, telecom. It will be very easy.
So it's possible. It can happen, right? It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. If we should do, I mean, within over 2 years, what I'm going to be, and we're successful doing it.
Okay, more than me. Is it still operating?
No, more than me, close down.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. The for that lady went.
Yeah.
She took a dilapidated building on Ashman Street, turned it into a modern complex for school-going children, disadvantaged children. And then that was the time we got to know the family who owns the building and fought her and got her out of it.
Yeah.
That's Liberia we have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus other,
You fight good things.
no, plus other stories.
Plus
Yeah.
also with the last one.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes? Let's hear you, the last caller.
Yeah, well, I said, let me say what I'm going to do. My name is Jim and show, and I was applauded the way the level contributed education. But say we don't have enough that is close. Well, you know what I mean? In the classroom, no retirement. Just to make the world know, reduce it to what? Retirement.
No, that's
Call from 07716.
thank you. Thank you, thank you so much. Oh, I will squeeze you in because you've been on my back. I will squeeze you in. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Kwezo, and let me say good afternoon to Madam.
Call from 077.
So you are the last caller. Let's do it quickly, please.
If you just have the balance, let me appreciate that the way because here his institution, the extension program, doing immensely well for our young people. I appreciate him. The issue is, I think people who involved into this, the government need to see how best they can see some help. Not easy to spread actually he actually doing well, but we are to this government to see how best they can accommodate him so he can continue.
Thank you very much. We get to call. Doc, you heard it.
Yeah.
You
So
heard it. You heard it. And the one thing that should strike your mind or concern you is that the committee you serve on, the guy said was just a showmanship. Instead of you giving those monies to best teachers, you still have pensioned teachers working here and there can't get their benefit.
I think what the new government need to do is to look at the policy on that award. It shouldn't stop, but they need to look at it and see that they start giving not just best teacher but long service award. Because like in Plebo, I saw a teacher who have been teaching the Plebo High School for 27 years. And if we just limit it to just best teacher, yeah, the person is the best by all of our demonstration we can see them doing. But if a teacher can survive all of the hurdles, and still remain in the teaching profession for long, we need to do so. There should be some amendment to that policy also. Daniel, you're right. If the government don't give us support, we'll keep doing what we know how to do in our limited capacity. But I know that President Joseph Boakai will think about what we're saying. And my brother from Germany talked about infrastructure and curriculum. It is very, very important. Our problem in Liberia is not just about training these teachers. Some people ask me, when you train the people, where do they go? They go back to the very funny schools,
What kind of school?
no teaching aids, no
You say what?
laboratories,
What funny schools?
so it's almost like a
You
virtual
say how
cycle.
do you call the schools? Funny
Funny
schools?
schools. There are some funny schools in this country.
Funny schools accredited by the GOL, government of Liberia.
Some of them are not accredited. Don't mind them.
And they providing services?
Yeah, but the government say, look at them, they do that. And you were talking about my brother from Bassa, was talking about collaboration. This thing has to do with a whole bunch. Everybody got to work together. And Derek Cote was right. Right now, and I'll conclude on that, the new strategy for teaching. Some people don't. It's the universal design for learning, more student center, which people need to know. Not because you got mathematics from university or Liberia, you think that you can teach mathematics. You need to incorporate different strategies. That what was the girls, especially Madeline, know what I'm talking about. They say math is not difficult. Yeah, they say you have to incorporate a lot of things to make your students to learn. Your purpose in that classroom is for students to learn. So a teacher will say, at the end of this lesson, students will be able to. Then you leave the classroom, the reset bell wrong, the students were not able to. Are you a teacher? Thank you, Chris. Thank you. It's been a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. We are at 10 minutes after 4 o'clock. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate. And we're taking a break. We're taking a break. When we come back, obviously, we go to do the anti-drug awareness as part of our national responsibility. And yes, so this.
According to psychologists, girls cry when they're hurt. They feel lighter and better after shedding tears. Women take a longer time to make a decision than men do. When a woman asks you if she is fat, you just tell her no. She asks you only to hear the word no. Women judge so quickly that their judgment rarely goes wrong. Most of the women don't want to admit that they are pretty. Only 2% of women describe themselves as beautiful. Women's heartbeats are faster than men's heartbeats. Women have a higher emotional intelligence than men on average. Interesting facts about female psychology. A woman's favorite song will tell you more about her feelings than her lips. Women blink 19 times per minute compared to 11 times per minute. When a girl asks you a question, it's better to just give her the truth. Chances are she's asking you because she already knows the answer. They are good at this. According to psychologists, 70% of females use silence to express pain. Girls cry when they're hurt. They feel light and better after shedding tears. Women take a longer time to make a decision than men do. When a woman asks you if she is fat, you just tell her no. She asks you only to hear the word no. Women judge so quickly that their judgment rarely goes wrong. Most of the women don't want to admit that they are pretty. Only 2% of women describe themselves as beautiful. Women's heartbeats are faster than men's heartbeats. Women have a higher emotional intelligence than men on average.
You want me to be here?
You did too. Let me say something.
You know, when they see your kind, they will run a mile because you don't serve as an example in society. That's what Lucky Dube is saying. When people see you, they should run to you, not to run away from you. You build your character over the years. A stupid fool will destroy in a week's time. Lucky Dube is teaching lesson to us this afternoon on State of the Nation. Of course, you are in the hands of the professionals. This is State of the Nation with Chris and Magdalene. Ali Yan say, good afternoon, sir. I told you I owe you a call right after here. You know, you are in post tacked with Bacchus Matthews coming in with Deacon Color and Samuel Polyphus Jackson. So we'll bring this one down and then we give you a teaser.
Yeah, Emmanuel, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I want to thank you for the platform this afternoon. I want to say that I know this is I will come to the country like this. I can put the job together. There was some trust. There was some trust. We didn't talk about trust and this stuff. I want to say that so we all have to go and talk to the youth. Yes, we have this one program for them. So to help me just in this country, that's the strong men out there. Just for the country that we need to take it on because most of the people do now is going to tell the money, sir. I'm not telling you that. So yeah, it's that. I don't believe for them to get money. They don't have money. You can't prove that God is telling you, sir. I was full professional is a risk. A lot of effect God is having.
Yeah, Emmanuel, what do you have to say?
Yeah, guess what? We have this one program for them. But to help me just in this country, that's the strong men out there. If you just want the country to stay in because most of the people do now is going to tell the money, sir. I'm not telling you that. So yeah, it's that. I don't want to forget to get money. You can't prove that John Helen, sir. But man, listen, yeah, I said. So we asking you, do you have evidence to verify your name? I don't need any statement to say that the former president in Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, okay, all right, yeah. Why you just laughing? You see, you.
Holly is not married enough. Holly is not married enough. So in less than it's 2 years now since we talked to Collie. Collie disappeared in thin air. In less than 30 seconds, Collie denied that he never accused the president. Collie denied that he never accused the president. He said, Collie, if you're listening, you called from around Wintown last time. You remember? Yeah, Wintown. You called from around Wintown where they have the dump site, somewhere around there, Portland, Johnson, around there. Collie, just call me. You
You're trying to locate him. You're not stay where he is right now.
Sorry?
You're not stay where he is right now. You try to locate him.
You know, Collie, that's a classical way of denial. Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
He was too confident.
Yeah, man. Okay, so this moment we'll go into our regular time.
Right.
Yes, we'll go into our regular time. This is State of the Nation. This segment is fighting drugs, narcotic drugs. It's killing the youth. There is a survey done, and is yet to be published, that this motorcycling will cause in the next 10 years there will be more women educated than men, because men are not going to school. At least 70% are sitting and only concentrate on motorcycling. So 10 years from now, there'll be more educated women than men in Liberia. 1. 2. In the next future, in fact, 5 years from now, Liberia is standing the risk of losing a whole generation to drug. You get right. The first one is motorcycling. Getting educational generation to motorcycling. Then this one is even severe because it's very close. In the next 5 years, a whole generation will be undone, will be finished. It is only because of drugs, narcotic drugs. Most of the drugs consumed are not produced here in Liberia. I'll give you an example. Except for marijuana. People can say marijuana. It's actually marijuana. The J is silent. It's a Spanish word. The Spanish don't pronounce the J.
Yeah, right.
Yes. They don't pronounce the J. So, this guy is on my farm as a caretaker, and I noticed that you are consuming weeds. And I told him, and in the night, they will all sit and watch movie with my children. I told him my children are protected. I gave him the symbol of an umbrella. They honor my protection. You have to stop smoking, or else we will not move here and there. Besides that, if it is a habit you have to go at least 5 kilometers away from the property and sit in the bush and smoke. You come. I will give you grace period so you can rehabilitate yourself. That guy, you know what he did to me? As if the warning was enough, I said I don't want to even smell it. He's smoking in the bush. He came and made nursery at the back side of my house where I can sleep on the farm
and grow
put it on nursery. So I just went on the farm and I'm making some inspections. I usually, by the time I get from the car, I go to the pigs or the chicken or the goats or then the warehouses. And I went at the back and I saw this thing growing like palava soils or plateaus.
Yes.
You know?
They look like that.
Yes. You know, it starts shooting the seeds from the young leaf.
Yes.
I stood for long. I said, I think that nursery he's making for plateaus to plant what you call palava soils is actually plateaus. Mm-hmm. The soup is the one called soils. Mm-hmm. So I call him. I said, Flomo, please come. Before you come, I came to myself. I said, no, people don't put plateaus on nursery. You just broadcast it to where you. Yeah. So when he came, I said, what is this? He laughed. That's not a native business. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. It just started growing. It's on an elevated nursery. You don't know about it. It just started growing. He said sometimes it can be in the soil when you burn the soil. On that day, I expelled it. He thought I was joking. I expelled it because I was protecting my children.
Yeah, you're going to contaminate the children.
Yes. If we went on the farm, my children were interacting with him. Sometimes we would sit under the moon, like.
Damn it.
So a strong, muscular guy. I didn't. But I had to cut his stay on the farm because I don't compromise it. So I've seen all the drugs, most of the drugs that the folks taking, they're not produced here, but the marijuana is produced here. And marijuana has a health habit, benefit that is used widely in hospitals for numbing, doing doing surgery. For numbing, that's the medical benefit of it. Anything other than that, you consume it, well, you're hurting yourself. That's why the government place it in narcotics category.
Control drugs, yeah.
It's the control drug. Let me use this time to welcome Maxine Pacquiao from London or the UK. I don't know where you are today. Swansea? You're in Swansea?
I'm in the UK.
No, okay. You're in Swansea, or you're in Liverpool, or you're in Birmingham. Good afternoon to you. How are you?
Grace, good afternoon. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Maxine, unmute yourself.
I have. It's unmuted. It's unmuted.
Please unmute yourself.
It is unmuted. It is unmuted. It is unmuted. Long time.
You can hear me?
Yes, it is unmuted. Take your time.
You can hear me?
I'm hearing all of you. I'm hearing all of you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been hearing you guys.
I'm not supposed to hear myself. All right, much better. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, Chris. I'm very well. Thanks for asking. And let me say hi to Magdalene and my brother as well. Let me say good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, especially for for us to continue discussing about drug substance abuse and the quest for us to actually keep talking about it, so that at least at least a day we can win somebody from that get to back to the community through our advocacy. I think it will mean a lot. So it's a pleasure to be here once again today.
Okay, all right, good to have you. And let me come to studio. Our old man, anti-drug expert Gui. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Chris. How are you doing today?
How are you?
Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
Great.
It's good to have you.
My pleasure.
Okay, so yes, here we go today. Today we're going to be talking about Madeleine will read it.
Yeah. So quickly, the citizens' role in the fight against illicit drugs and trafficking. So that's our topic today. What can citizens do to help in curbing the whole drug issue? How can say what can you do as a citizen? So that's what we're going to be looking at today.
Very well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gui.
Yes.
Since you spend your rest of life in fighting narcotic drugs.
Yeah.
Are you going to start? What if you were the DEA director? What will you be expecting from the citizens?
Thank you very much. We'll say hi to all of our people. Good afternoon to our listeners for the opportunity we have today again. The topic here, we talk about citizen role in the fight against illicit drugs, trafficking, and abuse. It's something that we all got to be focused to know the kind of role that we are playing today. This topic is very important in that with the participation of all Liberians in and out of Liberia, we can fight the drug menace. You realize that you listen to the guy who you just the brain teasing. He said it is impossible. Drugs not going to be eliminated or eradicated or something. But these things are possible. But the difficulties in getting it done is what make it look impossible. And so other countries are trying. If you can't even eliminate it, you will minimize it. So for us in Liberia, looking at how we have addressed our drug issue, looking at the participation of Liberians across the borders, in all counties, in the government, and people living within the borders of Liberia, the kind of activities we carry on, it tells you whether we are really making effort to complete or to end the drug menace, or we just talking it because we want to share the idea with people to say we're all sharing it. I mean, there is something we need to do. So if I just want to give a brief synopsis on it, if you look at the attitude of our own people, the citizen, you talk about marijuana, the farm is being cultivated by Liberians here, though there are importations. You talk about those that are bringing in drugs. When they come in this country, Nobody leave other country and can't live in the forest. They live in town, in a house, right? So obviously somebody accommodating that person. Then you turn to our our senior citizens, the officials of government. You got people who are totally involved in drug trafficking, in drug abuse, drug distribution. They have people under their control that are doing these things. They have people who are from the international community that are looking at our, foreigner for that matter, no business people. Some of them are doing serious drug business. They live by it. And some of our government officials know about these things. I'm just highlighting the problem, why we think, whether we can ever, we're working towards it. All right. Then you look at the personnel, the army, the police, the immigration, the DEA officers. There are recycling of drugs in the various areas. Some are being arrested. If you listen to the story, all over people.
What do you mean recycling?
Recycling, you take it from Mary, you give it to Mata. Okay, you arrest Mata for selling the drugs, You put Mata in jail, or maybe let her go. You take that same drug, you go sell it to Peter somewhere.
So you mean enforcers are colluding also?
Colluding, seriously colluding. The story has been told.
Then we're not gonna win this fight.
We're gonna win. I told you.
How?
We got to fight. So
how? When you are enforcing, you are seizing.
Yeah.
Instead of you dispose it, you are there to resell it.
Good. So that's why it is good to make it a topic today. So what we tell the people, the education will help us. Okay. So if people are recycling drugs, if people are arresting drugs and selling to other people, if people are going to people who selling drugs and taking money every week, all right, something that when I serve as a director, I will fire so many people for it. Yes, we arrested them. It was proven, and we went through the process, dismissed them, prosecuted some of them, sentenced some of them at the justice ministry, sent them to court. Okay, so these are the actions that we should do. So the DEA is a spearheading entity responsible to lead the fight, but you got almost everybody responsible. So if John is coming from Ghana, he's a Ghanaian, he's coming to live in Liberia, coming to sell drugs. If you live in your house, don't allow it. If Mary is making marijuana farm, don't allow it. If everybody put up that thinking that drug is not good, we should get rid of it, then of course we will be going somewhere. But these vices, these things are happening. Seriously.
So before I go to Maxine, what if there is a dealer or point of sale in my community and I call in the police or the authorities in fighting drug? Nothing is done. Repeatedly, nothing is done. I renege and I'm frustrated. I leave it on. So those who want to consume it, they consume it. I'm not going to be an informant for the enforcers because I've reported repeatedly and no one does anything about it.
That's it.
So how are citizens going to be encouraged to get involved into the fight?
Yeah. Okay. So that is a vicious cycle. It's a playing on the playing page on the football field, where when you pass it to me, I pass it to John, John pass it to Peter. We win the game, right? So if the security is not paying attention to the citizen that giving the report, then of course we're not going to go anywhere. It is true. But if the citizen too are harboring this thing, because what we normally saw when we took part in the activities, if somebody is selling drugs here, another person selling drugs over there, so the other person call you, the officer, and say, look, the man selling drugs over there, selling the same thing. For my own, I pay you. But try to remove that, and the man got it, you get all the information about the other man. So you see, these things take place, and the citizens most of them are involved. These things are not happening in a vacuum. People are responsible. So the key point here is, if everybody decides to get rid of drugs, that means we'll all be sincere and do something about it. Whether you're a security officer, when they call you, go for it. Or whether you are a citizen, when you somewhere, when they poke you, go there and pick it up. You understand? So this is how I think we can do. So our role is to put on the thinking cap to relieve this country of drugs. We should commit ourselves sincerely, and then deal with it.
Okay, Guy Poka is a anti-drug expert. He is one of our pin panelists on the anti-drug hour on State of the Nation. It is our own initiative, our way of helping the government and the country stakeholders in fighting drugs. As a matter of fact, notwithstanding, nevertheless, we are seeking sponsorship through to the management of Truth FM to keep this segment alive. And we are not biting our tongue, but that we're seeking sponsorship. Okay, so let me go to England, the UK, to talk to Marcin Pacquiao. Marcin is one of our pin panelists. As a matter of fact, Madeleine, before we go to Marcin, you want to give any reason why Abel Plaki is not here? Is he protesting?
Well, he's on break and we are aware of that. So he will join us the last Thursday. You just want to be for it?
You want to know? You want to know?
Marcin, let me come to you. How are you again? Welcome. What role you think the ordinary Liberians can play in fighting drugs?
Well, I think, thank you again. Many roles, like what we are doing now, and then the rest of all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I know one thing I want to remind people is like the country we're in, if you are caught in any of committing any of the following, that is intent to supply, supplying or offering to supply. When you are caught producing or importing or exporting, all of them carry a penalty of either up to 6 months imprisonment or a fine, or up to 7 years imprisonment or fine. So this is how, I mean, they don't play with drug issue here, because they care for their people, they care for their youth, for the next generation to take over as well. So once you are caught, especially with that intent to supply, you will face the law. Now, and one thing I have noticed here, as well, is that people can complain one another, or people can complain people or report people when they suspect some dubious act going on in the community or so, or in that particular house. I see people moving in up and down. You know, I get a right to call the police and just to get them information. I see so many people, you know, in this particular apartment up and down. I mean, they keep moving in and out or so. And then police can get, you know, surveillance on that particular property and until they can reach to the bottom of it. So the citizens, all of us have a role to play. Because when I was there 2023, about 2022, 2023, when I came across, you know, some women from Writer Market area there, so when these women were kind of raising profile of the Kush. And when I came from Foreign Affairs, I saw them across the road. I went to them to ask them. They said, "Oh, our children, you know, within the past 5 days, we've finished losing about 6 children already. Their mothers are here. They are all, you know, some of them in the 10th grade, 11th grade and thing." So I said, wow, I couldn't even believe it. So I spent the rest of 2-3 hours with them there. This is how the drug is killing our people, is destroying our society in Liberia. And now the mothers took the street to raise the profile of it. And what again we need to do is to help the mothers as well to increase their volume. That's why we join in that time. We have to even go to the Ministry of Health. So it is all of us business. Wherever you are listening to the broadcast or so, it is your business as well. If you care for your children, if you care for your community, your society, then all of us. Chris, I'm hearing myself. Except you are not hearing. So then all of us have the responsibility to participate in increasing awareness raising with respect to this drug issue. When you see that individual in your community, like what I just said, example here in the United Kingdom, when you see that your community is getting a bit strange by this particular house, you know, so busy with people up and down also, that particular apartment, you know, and things, strange scents coming in there that you're not satisfied. Complain, report. You don't have to. You don't have to go to court or so. You can. I'm sure the police should have a number, emergency number that people can call to report something like that. Also, if not, go to your nearest police station.
So Maxine, you seem to be missing this thing off, and I'd like to bring this one. For example, the recent one that happened at the Roberts International Airport, it was somebody who blew the alarm, and these people were highly connected in the past government, and suspension took place. Where are they? Where is this man who reportedly received or drove to the airport to receive the package? Where is he? Well, that government faded out on January 22nd, 2024, and this man eventually became a free man. So who you think going to be in the business always reporting somebody and nothing is being done?
Well, Chris, I mean, in that you're right. I mean, sometimes people will feel baffled about it, but what I would do is that as a patriotic citizen, I'm not going to give up also, because the fight against drug, I mean, is also paving the way for my society, for my community to be safe tomorrow. So obviously, I'm not going to give up also. But with respect to what my brother said about this recycling issue, I'm seriously baffling about it. Wherein somebody who was commissioned to carry out a national duty, somebody who took oath, and thing, and they will go arrest drugs and turn around and sell it. And I find it difficult to actually believe it, to comprehend.
You don't believe it? Okay, I'm going to place in the chat room the former head of the DEA, who was secretly recorded. I know it's not admissible in court, but he's giving instruction of it for a drug that is seized in the Southeast. Do this XYZ with this one. The other one, which is precious in his own term, bring it to me to Morovia. Bring it to me to Morovia. And the recording goes on and on. The recording goes on and on. And man, this would have been declared as a national emergency by the past government. It didn't. In fact, this man served his position until the government said goodbye through a democratic means. You say you find it difficult to believe? Okay, I will send you the audio.
I mean, it's insane, Chris. That's insane. Somebody to be stepping in that position who's supposed to make sure that indeed our borders are policed with respect to drugs not coming in, and that individual is trying to choose between, confiscated drugs. No, this is where, because obviously, like the society are living, it's hard for you to hear the kind of a story. That's why I'm saying that it's difficult to comprehend that something like that took place, and the authorities, above all, accepted it to go unnoticed and be swept under the carpet. No. So for me, before I rest, I just want to encourage our family people, our citizens. Please, drugs is dangerous. It's dangerous for the person who taking it. It's dangerous for you, the family person. It's dangerous for our society. Let's all of us help to fight it. Even that individual, your son, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, also, who is trying to step into it, you need to wake up to help them to get out of it. Because the moment they become addicted to it, there where it will be difficult for you to really get them out of it. Addiction is so bad. That's my appeal to each and everyone. But I appeal again that, I don't want you to sit back and say, well, the last time I told the police, I reported this, it didn't happen or whatever. I think we shouldn't give up. Let's continue to. That's advocacy. You shouldn't get tired with it. If we get tired, then obviously we put the society at home. I mean, in a very serious predicament.
Okay, so let me go to Gui in Studio 2. Gui, and for me, I'm going to play the role as a community dweller, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm really not going to sugarcoat anything. I can advise any, because I don't raise my own army. I don't have my own army. If I fund it somewhere and elect the authorities, and you don't come there, you dwindle you diminish my anxiety in helping all of us as citizens of Liberia to get rid of drugs. Let me give you an example. There is this man in Bapolu. He sexually abused his daughter. And then he admitted to me. I disarmed him. His weapon, his single barrel, took the rounds and then the cutlass, everything in my possession. I walked 45 minutes, climbed up to 50 feet above sea level, called the police. This man is a person of interest. The police is telling me call Central, the North Central region in Tottenham. Is that my business? They're supposed to forward it to Tottenham, and then Bapolu is informed. This man is picked up, let him answer the question why he abused sexually his own daughter. I didn't want to be used as a conduit. I was reported to police. So that day I said, from today onward, if I see it, I'm not going to call the police anymore. You see what's happening? Because the community that said, anything you do, the case will die right here. And it died. The little girl eventually got pregnant, gave birth, the child did not live. And the people believe that it's because of what he did. The child did not survive. So I just bring in this example. It's a real story. If I keep identifying hotspots of drug sale as a citizen, since we still seeing the role of the citizen in fighting, and nothing is done, what else you want me to do?
Okay, you see, let me say it this way. The citizens got responsibility. As Martin said, we can never get tired. But the truth is, we are gradually changing. The way things are looking like before, it was so worse than you can think about today. This is the only hope we have. For example, the law that was passed that anyone who is caught with this drug should, when arrested at this category, at this level, should be placed behind bar, no bail. All right? Now, one step forward. And the way we used to arrest the people, just in the same minute, we, the officers, arrest people in the whatsoever place and take it to the court while we're walking away, the person walking behind us. All right? This have changed. So what he's saying is true. The citizens have made effort. Sometimes they will call you, there's something happening. And sometimes you hardly find something to go there. But I tell you, this one is completely a general last thing when it comes to the police, the DA, everything. Because, for example, if you went to arrest somebody, except that it changes today, if you went to arrest somebody and they asking you to bring this to Raqqa to do this, that will not help. But all bow down to the kind of condition we find ourselves, a poor country, and on top of it, we have corruption that are not permitting anything to go to us as the common people. So these things and these vices exist. But the truth is, we as citizens must be strong. If you say I reported this and they will not do anything, so I'm not going to report it, you're getting tired early. I mean, we're all done. Somebody said drug can never be eliminated.
I should continue reporting it.
Nothing will change.
And this ghetto continues to be.
You have to do something. People can continue. Somebody can. No, remember. Remember.
Hey, come on.
Listen, I come in.
Yeah.
You see, the level of the movement of people, leadership, and things, they're not the same. You understand? So, some things that happened way back have changed over the period. All right? So, if you say I reported today, other leadership, nothing happened. If you reported in Banga, nothing happened. But you reported in Grand Bassa and something happened, I mean, we are getting there. But if you say absolutely nothing you're doing because you reported then why we are dead? Everybody's gone. Okay? So what I can advise is when you report something and nobody pay attention to you, just do your duty as a citizen, patriotic citizen. Report it, do the best thing you report it. In fact, sometimes we get people arresting citizen arrest.
You know where you've been fighting drug. You know what it means for someone to identify you in a community that you are the one stopping their business. You know what it means.
Oh, but the one that power me don't know. The one that power me don't know. There's a horror.
You know what it means.
If I explain the story, you don't think I will sit down here.
Okay, I think we can take the story. And another time, you want him?
No. I'm just saying. I got a whole lot of story. If I tell you one, You'll be
No,
scared.
I just want you to know that it's a risky thing
It's risky.
for you to be seen as the one. You know, the person who gave the tip off to the drug bust or drug arrest in Sion Town or Logantown Rest Tool, that person had to move. They moved eventually because people went and pointed at drug users that this is the person who led the DA here.
But how was it done? You have to remain
We went to
confidential.
the-
You can't just
Oh yeah, but
you have to protect your source.
The former vice president, today he's president. He knows the story very well. He appreciated us. There was a drug that was coming from Sierra Leone. And then this thing was reported. And I was called. And I linked the information to my boss. He's not here, he's in the state right now. So we tried to link out people. And then we tried to set our men to arrest those people. Guess what? We saw the most powerful team that came to counter us. Yes. Police, for that matter, let me just say, I will not say further than that.
Okay.
A police team came to counteract. You know who helped us? That was the citizen. One giant lady. She said, "You came here." If you know the story where they said drug were arrested in the decommissioned presidential escort vehicle. You heard about that before?
Yes, I know Perry, right? Good. Officer Perry. He was leading the. I was there. I was.
I'm telling you.
Yes, not closer to him, but I was always in our convoy.
The team, good.
Yes,
the team that
police escort one.
Yes.
From Cape Mount.
Yeah.
The president had come and you went back.
Yeah. So
you went back.
That particular drugs, somehow would have been dead from it because that was a horrible thing.
Okay,
but the citizen, it's because of the power the citizen had that will free us. And I remember they said they're going to honor that lady, but after some time, I didn't hear it again.
Well,
and they
Perry is a free man. I don't think he's even in the.
No, he was jailed. You were convicted only 3 years.
3 years.
3 years he was jailed, but presidential pattern, Ellie took him up.
Trust me, he didn't spend all the 3 years in jail.
I said they took him out.
I said.
Presidential,
before the pardoning, he didn't spend all the 3 years in jail. Trust me, I'm telling you something right now.
But what I'm saying to you, the man was jailed, right?
He was jailed. Yeah,
but,
I agree. I said for 3 years, right? For 3 years.
3 years. But
I'm just saying he didn't spend all the 3 years in jail.
You are right. So what they did, they took the presidential part at the end of the year. President always found people that at the end of the very year they took it out.
So
before we take call, let me go to Maxie. Maxie, you shaking your head in disappointment.
No, Chris, this is it.
In 1 minute, in 1 minute, before we open the lines.
Drug dealing itself is against the community. It's also against social justice as well. So I just want to quote this from the late Desmond Tutu, because of what you said. He said, and I quote, "If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. These guys are oppressing our communities, our society. We don't have to sit neutral. Let's participate. Let's take part."
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So we take calls right now. 07751 44278. 077. Magdalene will manage your calls, and then this will take us up to we got. Oh my goodness!
No. You can't do this to us, man.
Oh! Yeah. I don't know whether we should have a symposium or. Let me take this caller. Hello. Yeah. Ibrahim, let's hear you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Chief. Thanks for placing your call. Hello.
Yeah, hello. My name is Thomas Mwamba.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the topic. This was basically, one time I went in high school, I was studying red light. When I was standing on the road, so they came to the police station, I read them over the red light, I saw more than people in that I was just getting it. She wanted me to speak with, she wanted me to speak to the police station, so this was really, sometimes you call the police. After that, you will definitely
Where is Morris's farm? Okay. All right, Chief. All right. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Yes, sir. I'm good. Yes, sir. Okay.
You see people equally dressed here. But at times, the GA, in fact, they will come in better than the people we can't read. They are so high-catchy people, they will be proud of the very soon. And when you go, after 3 weeks, they come and eat. They don't have to say, they can't read. But what's happening?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for placing your call. Hello. Yes, sir.
Take 2 more.
Yeah, thank you for the show. You know, the DA back in here, they are there to protect the seller. Then the seller will stay with them. The seller will the ball and over. Then the user will come back with and put the tenant on not together. So they will when you draw, or you encourage you draw. So that the DA commander try to come to those countries and restructure those guys.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Take the last one.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, I'm going to Uncle Chris and the rest of the callers on the show. I'm going from District 4, and this is what I put in for it in them. Sure, drugs, like others are saying, they have to do with the involvement of the community dwellers and all those that are curious about this issue of fighting drugs. So on the other hand, I don't think you could say any better than the way you did it. How are these people being put to the same thing? Nothing is being done about it. So think about it. If we are serious to fight this thing, let the police and the jail set the thing.
Okay.
People, if they are found just taking the issue of the drugs, when that people are not in the stress to flag this issue, people are not go to flow with you. But if you go flow with you, you come on it. The moment the next one to day or the next time after 1 hour, you know what I mean? You go serious to your startup being in a community. So let's go see all about it.
Okay.
When I give up, we keep doing it with you. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. I mean, you're the last caller.
The story is there. I have some stories to share with you. I think some time I'll do it another time.
Okay.
I think what I'm doing here, we have to go some of the impact and we agree that with all have some together group like Magdalene have, which ESOS, tactical security and security. Why you building the cross? You are building the cross to build another type of skill too.
Okay. We don't have time, Chief. We don't have time for we don't have time. We're sorry. Yes. So let's talk about this another time. We have another edition coming up, and then you can just contact me before that time. Maybe we can bring you on so you can also join the other panelists. Okay. Okay, Chief. Thanks so much for placing your call. Those of you who want to form part of the panel, you can just text on 0777-253-819, and then we can bring you. You can come over at the station or remain where you are. We'll send you the link and we form part of the discussion. Actually, we're supposed to start this discussion at 3:30 to 5. It's 3:30, 1 hour 30 minutes. Yes, but we have other lineup, so that's why we started the time we started. So we sincerely apologize, and many a times we like to listen to the callers because you have some other ideas, your contribution, and everything. We really appreciate, and we hope that we'll have at least 50 minutes or even more than that to listen to our callers. Chief, thank you so much for moderating this discussion today. I really appreciate I really want you to do.
Yes, actually, so I'm taking a break for tomorrow, my regular break for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be here on Monday.
Okay.
Maxine, we will have another version of this one in the next 2 weeks. We'll return here. You heard the people. It's like they themselves are upbeat. They want to participate, but equally, some agree with me that the failure of the enforcers to act can equally frustrate the whistleblower. I hope we take that into consideration. Next time we can expand on it. Mr. Pogba, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And Martin, next time we try to include another form of drug. I don't know whether the government sees it as a narcotic. What do you always refer to as shisha? Is still openly and widely consumed at entertainment centers. State of the nation. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. So before we can go, Jacob B says the drug dealers and lead use mobile. You want me to read it? Okay. So let me just leave it as that. I will come and say I didn't even see the name good. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see the name good. Okay. So we'll keep that text for another time and make it of discussion.
Thank you very much.
Tomorrow, Monday. Monday will be here with the business and economic. As a matter of fact, Musa Benede has caused the appearance of the Minister of Commerce to protect Liberian businesses, small medium-sized businesses, and that could eventually form part of tomorrow's discussion. Thank you so much.
You just put in my brain. This man is so smart. Thank you.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. Yeah.
When we let it ring, let us penetrate the hamlet, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles,